Your Dun & Bradstreet credit reports and scores are being used to make all kinds of decisions about you, including whether you should be approved for credit or financing or denied, how much money you should actually be approved for, and the rates and terms you're going to pay. So if you ever want to get the most money at the best terms for your business, you need to understand everything about checking your business credit report with Dun & Bradstreet. That's exactly what we're going to dive into in this training. We're going to talk about D&B credit reports and scores, what's on these reports, how to navigate your credit scores, how to access your Dun & Bradstreet credit reports, everything you need to know to have the best reports and scores with Dun & Bradstreet to be able to get the most money at the best terms we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to give you my best tips and tactics to build credit with Dun & Bradstreet, and at the end of this training, if you stick around, you're going to get access to our business credit building guide that will walk you through the step-by-step process to start from scratch and build a really cool credit profile with Dun & Bradstreet. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. Dun & Bradstreet, they're really important. They're by far the biggest business credit reporting agency, 10 times bigger than Experian, which is the second biggest business credit reporting agency. And their data is used by all kinds of sources, lenders, credit issuers, insurance providers, and many more that make all kinds of decisions about you. So you've got to make sure you're checking your credit reports regularly with Dun & Bradstreet. Now you can go to them directly at dnb.com, but you'll find that of all the products they offer, it's typically about $150 a month to monitor your credit just with Dun & Bradstreet. So if you want the most effective, cost-effective solution, then go to creditsuite.com/monitoring. At creditsuite.com/monitoring, it's only $24 to monitor all of your commercial credit reports. So once you access your commercial credit reports, you want to see what's happening with Dun & Bradstreet. Now, D&B is only going to create a credit report score for you if you meet two very specific criteria. First of all, you have to have a DUNS number with them. If you don't have a DUNS number, you can go to creditsuite.com/DUNS, D-U-N-S. That'll give you a quick link to where you can set it up. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes to set up your DUNS number with Dun & Bradstreet. They will probably call you trying to sell you their credit monitoring product, which you absolutely don't need. And if you don't want to be sold, then don't take their call. But it's 100% free to get your DUNS number. It takes anywhere between a few days to 3 weeks to actually get that issued. Now, the second thing you need is you've got to have 3 accounts reporting to Dun & Bradstreet before they create a credit profile for you. So a lot approach us and say, why won't Dun & Bradstreet give me a credit profile? Well, it's because you don't have your DUNS or you don't have 3 accounts reporting to them. So get your DUNS number. Then the next step is to start building business credit and get accounts that report to Dun & Bradstreet. At the end of this training, I'm going to give you access to our business credit building guide that's going to give you the step-by-step process to be able to do so. Now, once you've accessed your business credit reports, you're going to see a lot of things on them. There's going to be a summary section with summary information about what's on your credit report. There's going to be a trade experience section that's going to talk about all the trade vendors that report to Dun & Bradstreet and your payment history with them. You're going to see DBT information, which is days beyond terms, which reflects how you're paying your bills. Are you paying early on time or are you paying them late? If you get your actual D&B reports from D&B, you'll see about 5 credit scores, which determine all different levels of risk. If you get your main credit scores from NAV or from creditsuite.com/monitoring, our source with NAV, you're going to see your main credit score, which is your paydex score, which is like a mathematical calculation that reflects how you pay your bills on average. So it's very important in the business world that you get accounts that report to D&B and that you pay them on time or early. That's the key to getting a good score. That paydex score ranges from 1 to 100, with 100 being the best score you're going to get. 80 or higher reflects you pay your bills on time. So you've got to get accounts that report and then pay them on time or as early as possible to have an 80 or score or higher. That's the key to getting the most money at the best terms for your business. On a D&B report, you're going to see a public records section with lawsuits and judgments, and anything else to do with negative public records can be on there as well, including collections. You'll see a UCC filing section where lenders notify other lenders that they have outstanding loans with you by putting it in the UCC filing. Doesn't adversely affect your credit scores. It's going to have all kinds of summary information about your business name, the revenue if you've supplied your financials to D&B, the number of employees you have, the industry you're in as well. There's a lot of other information, including inquiries, the number of inquiries you have. It doesn't adversely affect your credit scores, but it will reflect the number of people inquiring into your Dun & Bradstreet information as well. So that gives you an idea of what you can expect score-wise and report-wise once you do actually access those D&B reports. Now, if you have negative information on your D&B credit reports that shouldn't be there, well, then you want to dispute it with them. They provide you a free way through a tool called their D&B dashboard. So you can go to Dun & Bradstreet's dashboard and you can basically update any information on the credit report you believe to be inaccurate. You got to be careful here because, again, your credit score with D&B, your main one, the Paydex score, looks at the average of how you pay your bills, and it's reflected in this mathematical formula that is Paydex. But the problem is if you typically dispute something with Dun & Bradstreet, they will remove the entire account instead of just update it. So if you have an account with Office Depot, for example, with 12 months of good payment history and 1 month of bad, well, then you got to be really careful. If you dispute that 1 month of bad and they remove the entire account, you lost your 12 months of good history. So be very careful and cautious. Only dispute when you know something's inaccurate and expect that entire account get removed, because more times than not, that's exactly what happens. And again, any of that information you can update through Dun & Bradstreet's dashboard. So now you know what Dun & Bradstreet's reports have and the scores, and actually how to build credit scores that are positive with Dun & Bradstreet. But how do you actually build credit reports at Dun & Bradstreet? Well, if you want to do that, grab our free guide at creditsuite.com/EIN. At creditsuite.com/EIN, you'll get our step-by-step business credit building guide that'll help you build business credit with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. You can also get in touch with us and we'll give you free copies of your business credit reports with D&B. We'll actually help you get a copy of your credit report with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. Help you get 30 days of no-cost credit monitoring with all three. Saves you like $250 from getting it from the bureaus directly. We'll review those reports with you and give you tips and tactics to improve your business credit. We'll also do a fundability assessment to help you fix anything that's wrong with your fundability. Do a funding qualification to tell you all the credit financing you can qualify for right now. It all happens on a consultation. You can get that by visiting creditsuite.com/consult. That's creditsuite.com/consult, or just give us a call at 877-600-2487. That's 877-600-2487, or you can email us for your free consult at info@creditsuite.com. Did you get value from this training? If so, make sure you like and subscribe, and keep your eye out for our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get money to start and grow your business.